Hi, this is Rick, a certified business advisor and owner of Slark Consulting Group. I wanted to talk to you just briefly today. We're told to do many things to keep ourselves and others safe. Eating well, social distancing, washing of our hands, fluids, all of those things to help protect ourselves and others. This checklist is how to keep your business safe. It's a tough time. It's a difficult time. And what I'm about to tell you doesn't come out of a book. It comes out of talking to business owners who some are doing well, some are really struggling, and a whole variety of what they've been talking to me about and what we've been sharing together. So here's a couple things I want you to think about. Hopefully you've already been thinking about them, but just let them serve as reminders for you. First of all, review your cash flow statement weekly. Hopefully you've been reviewing your cash flow statement on a monthly basis, but I want to encourage you at this point to look at it a little more often. And I'm going to suggest do it weekly. Look at your cash flow statement and read it to analyze, do you need inventory this week if you can get by without it? Or how are people paying you? Could you step up that payment? Whatever. Just begin to look at that cash flow statement a little more frequently. The second thing is to contact your customers. It's very important that you contact your customers, find out how they're doing, try to cement that relationship during this time, and ask the question, how are you and how can we serve you right now? And then listen to those answers, and that leads me to my next point, which is begin to think about how you can do business differently. You're going to have to pivot or adjust. So you've been doing this as your business. How can you think about it differently? How can you adjust? Sometimes talking to your customers, they'll say, well, this is what we're really needing right now. And it may spark something in you to use your facility in a little different way, to use your product in a little different way, or to use your service in another fashion. So think about that. The other thing that I'm a little amazed by is you need to market your business. This is not a time to hibernate. Now, I'm not saying you have to be salesy. In fact, I'm saying don't be salesy. But you need to have your brand and your name and what you do in front of people. It's very important that you do that. And again, you don't have to be salesy, but you need to be helpful, and you need to let people know what you are offering and the new way you're offering, your new hours, how they can contact you in this new way. Very important for you to do that. The other thing, and I've mentioned this over and over and over, is you have to communicate with your team. Now, here's what happens. You business owners get in your own head, and you think that the things you've been thinking about, everybody else already knows. They know what you're thinking. It doesn't work that way. You need to get out of your head for a minute, and those things that you've been thinking about and the things that you have cemented as actions. You don't need to tell your team everything you're thinking about, but those things that affect business and their job or their role or how things are going to happen moving forward, you need to communicate those things to them. So be very clear about what's expected, what's going to happen as you know it. All right. Don't give them all your half-baked ideas. We don't need them to be afraid. We need them to have clarity. So that's what I'm talking about. The next thing I think that a lot of us need to do is we have been in wartime mode and how we're going to handle the situation right now. But as we move forward, I want you to begin to think about what your business is going to look like through this thing. How's it going to look after this? What strategies and what does the business look like? It's going to be different for sure for most businesses. And it's really important that you begin to think about the future, what it's going to look like. And finally, take advantage of the SBA loans. There are 2 SBA loans out there right now that I'm very familiar with. And if you need some help with those or definitions about those or how they work or how you get those, contact me and we will help you with that. And that brings me to this. Call me if you have any questions or you need to discuss or work through something. I'm here to help you. Again, this is not coming out of some book. It's because we know what businesses are going through right now and how to best serve them moving forward. So the best way to contact me with any questions you have or any conversations you want to have, you can book a online meeting at the website, which is slarkconsultinggroup.com, and just hit book online. You can call me, and I'll leave that below. And you could email me or text me. Those are the ways you can get a hold of me. So we're available to you. We want to help you. We want to do what we can to move your business forward and to help it survive during this difficult time. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.